calculations are correct, Wanwen Bookhouse is due to receive a batch of new releases today. Might we add a small detour to our adventure?
Enhanced Animal Module 75! Over here!
Time to act. Let me weave you a verse.
Kombat, get them! Over here! You really know how to get
Body
me
and mind.
going. You're toast! Nice and spicy! Look at me. Just once more.
To oblivion! Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Gua. There is no escape!
The world remains constant over the centuries, but human life is...
Illusion shattered!
Oh, me.
There is no escape!
Treasure hunting. A valiant endeavor. Rain cutter.
Boba, get them! Eat this!
Shine down!
Absorption test.
Time to...
Let's get down to business.
Fire!
Boom!
There is no escape! Now you shall perish!
More! Finally, No.
Time to act. Time to act. No, my sword!
Animal test 6308.
To the very...
Shine down!
Let me weave you a verse. No, my sword!
Enhanced animal module 75. That's not right. Yeah.
Inazuma shines eternal!
Rain outlines your fate. Witness the power of Kombat.
Finally, To the very...
Nice and spicy. Absorption test.
This...
Wow. So many raw materials.
No, what's happening? Did you hear about the prophecy in Fontaine?
Humidity levels are increasing. Think we...
Ooh, the docks are just a bit further. One step at a time. Hang in there. Wait! Get behind me. I'll handle this.
There is no escape!
Mighty mythical beast!
Another test subject.
Swirl, Mark 2!
Now you shall perish! Shine down!
Done.
Seems like we really can't go in.
Yeah.
Paimon was impressed by your moves back there. You seem like a real pro at your jab.
Oh, that's not a skill I learned on the job. Have you ever heard of wushu dancing? Really? Performers might be invited to promote the opening of a... But I must admit, it has nothing... I'm also well aware that people in Liu...
Huh? You have two jobs?
It's not that tired.
Ah, Paimon gets it, so you must sleep a lot then.
Not really. Just yesterday, I stayed up all night playing cards.
Oh.
Let's go. The docks are just...
Finally, we can rest.
Sorry. Did I push the pace a bit too much? I mean, you were the ones who said you were travel experts.
Liu is just too hilly. Floating up and down so much.
Aw. Would you like some winter melon cake? I have some on me that I bought from a store.
Yes, Paimon will take all you got.
You might want to pace yourself there, or you'll be too full to eat a proper meal later.
Paimon never gets too full. Just like you apparently never get tired, no matter how far you walk or how many jobs you work.
Ah, I see. Then here you go, Paimon. And for you, traveler. Enjoy. And here's some for you too, Uncle Bosu. Don't think I forgot about you, my friend. I'll just set it to the side here for you.
That hit the spot. Paimon thought she was going to starve to death for a...
That close of a call, huh? I've been eating winter melon cake ever since I was a kid. You can buy them from all sorts of places, whether it's a small vendor on the side of the road or a big restaurant in the city. But each place produces... If you like these ones, I can give you the address of the shop I bought them from. I'll just have to check when we get back. Oh, all my jabbering must be making it difficult for you to enjoy the scenery in peace, huh? Don't be afraid to tell me to zip it for a little while, okay? Really, I won't be offended.
It's okay. Paimon is kind of enjoying listening to your chitter-chatter.
Aw, a fed Paimon is a happy Paimon, huh?
Hey, Paimon can be in a good mood anytime she wants. Woohoo!
Don't forget your things, and watch your step as you get off the raft, or you're in for a swim. Thanks for the ride, Uncle Bosu. Okay, follow me.
Body and mind.
Hey! Slow down. I'm begging you.
What is it? No one's gonna try any funny business when the street is this packed, right?
I'm drinking tea. One should seek to be more refined.
Oh, well... how should I put it?
Come on, spit it out!
Do you see that group of people over there? those are my relatives.
Wow, you sure have a big family.
Once they start buying things, they won't stop perusing till it gets dark. This is bad.
They're your family, not your arch enemies. What's there to be afraid of? Unless... Oh, did you do something horrible to them?
No, it's not that. I'm just not that good at dealing with my family. It would be best if we could steer clear of them. I'll explain more when we have the chance, but right now, we've got a job to do.
The left side looks pretty packed. Let's go straight. Slow and steady wins the race.
Let's wait here for a second. Maybe my aunt will leave.
She's gone. Let's go.
Turn left. Run! To the right and... Wow, you guys are good. I'm impressed.
That was nothing. It was a piece of cake. Oh, winter melon cake to be exact.
You really liked it, huh? Ooh, you know what? I'll buy you a whole bunch and pile them so high you could swim in them.
As long as you don't wind up drowning, Paimon.
Hey, Uncle Jirgwe. These are my friends, the Traveler and Paimon. They came to deliver some goods with me. So I guess I'll go ahead and take these over to Uncle Yongzan then?
Yes. Thanks for your hard work. I should thank you both for your trouble as well. Please take a seat and rest for a bit. I'll prepare some tea.
No need. We'll be off soon anyway.
Hey, we're already here, aren't we? No harm in taking a load off for a bit. Plus, I know the Anyway, you just sit down and relax, Uncle Jirgwe. Who would I be if I have to be up and about to drop these goods off anyway? Oh, you aren't too picky, right, Traveler? I know Paimon prefers things on the sweeter side, so I won't steep the tea too long. And I'll add some dim sum pastries on the side.
Aw, you noticed what Paimon likes?
How long have you two known Gaming?
Oh, not long at all. We just kind of tagged along on his trip to Yulong Wharf. He's just a super welcoming guy. We became friends, you know, just like that.
That's just how he is. He's the attentive sort. Really no. A while ago, one of our guards had to take off work. Said his joints were. Gaming personally went all the way to Boo Boo Pharmacy to get some medicine for him from Dr. Baiju, then traveled through the night to deliver it back to him. That young man has such a good head on his shoulders. How can anyone not love him? I mean, there is his dad, but, well, ask anyone else.
Uncle Yongzan says he doesn't have the personnel to spare for this delivery right now. So what do you think, Uncle Jirgwe? Should I go ahead and deliver it?
It feels like we've troubled you enough.
It's kite-making materials, though. Could be for a kid. I'm sure the sender wants it delivered before Lantern Rite. Oh, by the way, here, have some tea.
All right, then.
Ooh, are you free in 2 days? How about we grab some dim sum from Xin...
Whoa, that's wicked.
Don't mention it. Just think of this as a thank you for all your help.
Sounds good. Paimon never says no to free food.
All right, then...
Is he underestimating Paimon? Anyway, is Gaming's family sick? He has such a happy-go-lucky personality. Plus, he's...
How should I? Since he already plans to tell you himself, you don't need an old man like... You seem to be around the same age, so you might have a lot in common. Perhaps you could help him talk things through. Consider it a favor.
If you have the time, maybe you can make a little... It can say, we provide aid and...
Well, I can certainly arrange...
Wait, seriously? Paimon was...
Would you like some more tea? I think there's...
No thanks. We came all this way and still haven't gotten it. We should see the kinds of kites they got. Maybe they'll have...
All right, then. Please do let me know if you'd like more tea.
Only with solid practical training.
Ah! What are you doing here?
The way you speak, one might have presumed you were displeased to be in one's presence. Take note, Paimon. You could learn a thing or two about how to respect your elders.
Ugh, starting on the elder stuff up. Shouldn't you be back in your cave tinkering away at some kite-related thingamabob or something? What brings you out here? And what's with that huge box next to you? Ah! Paimon gets it. You're here to do some shopping, aren't you?
And what of it? The Qixing's decision to integrate Fontanian technology into said kite-flying competition is of no... Did you expect one to willfully compete against the whimsical trends of worldly sentiment?
It's not that we think... Anyway, they went to Liyue Harbor... Tianyin?
It appears time has quite flown since one's arrival and... One shall have to bring them back. A great thought has illuminated... Perhaps you two could wait here while...
Huh? Wait here? Oh, that woman really just does whatever she wants. Hey, not you too, traveler!
Welcome. Please have a look around. We only...
Now, that sounds promising. What? 2 boxes will do.
Wonderful. By the way, we're actually running a special lantern ride promotion.
20 per... Then 4 shall suffice.
I see. Are you intending to give these as gifts? Look at the magnificent design.
10 boxes.
10. Nice round number. Of course.
That is agreeable. One will...
Of course, of course.
I see you have quite the eye for fine items, mademoiselle. Perhaps some of my wares... I'm a toy merchant from
Perhaps you could enlighten me then. When should said amusement be derived?
Well, that is, of course, best understood by...
There is no need for that.
Mademoiselle.
Give me your newest and finest model, and be sure to package it securely.
Ah, of course. The instruction manual is...
I can do without. Thank you. Many watchful eyes surround this place. If one were to be spotted purchasing a mechanical... There is no harm in bringing it back to study in secret.
Did your shopping go smoothly?
Naturally. One may not delight in social interactions, but that does not mean one lacks said faculty. And you two? Are you not here to...
We just haven't had time yet. It doesn't look like there are any kite stalls around Elong Wharf. But it does look like there are lots of goods from Fontaine.
You are also planning to participate in the kite flying competition. One means to say, You along with all the other youths. One has been entreated to share one. One had no choice but to acquiesce to these requests.
Oh, who will be participating then?
Shuyu, Shenhe, Ganyu, and Yayo.
Wow, that's quite a few people. Also, this is all pretty well, Xinyun, but it's not like you have to make your own kite to participate in the competition. You can just buy one ready-made and call it a day.
Ha! You speak of those. The mechanism that one has developed was the fruit of millennia. It is composed of materials as light as bamboo. Never mind.
It sure...
So, will you be
Huh? Wait, you...
All right then. No need to prepare the materials in any case. One has it all. Arrive at Mount Outsong in 2 days. I shall be expecting you around midday.
Are you leaving? Don't you want a guard to help you?
Sure.
It can float? What kind of invention is that?
One calls it the floating...
Huh. She seems... Look at her walk down the street. She seems so confident. But everyone around her is looking at her all funny. Paimon wonders... never mind. But anyway, that box of hers... and wouldn't you know it, all this... Paimon? What did she call it again? Totally. After all...
Discounts on loads of goods.
Paimon has never had. Ooh, and that's Paimon's stomach right on cue telling her it's time to go find Gaming. Let's go!
There is no escape!
No, my sword! Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act.
Illusion shattered! Shine down!
No, my sword! Body and mind. Time to act. Body and mind. Time to act. No, my sword!
Out of the frying pan, into the fire! Race you! Nice and spicy!
There is no escape! Inazuma shines eternal!
Time to act.
you're here early. I just ordered.
Let's all take a seat.
Here, hand me your cups.
Oh, thank you.
Wait, you weren't supposed to drink that, Paimon. That was for you to rinse your utensils.
That's a thing? Wow, so much delicious food. Do you really eat for breakfast?
Most of the time, though, I don't...
Oh, that's good to hear. Paimon doesn't need to worry about holding back then.
Eat! If it's not enough, we can always order more. Oh, and what about you, Traveler? Is the food to your liking? Want some more...
Paimon's gonna take you up on that. So full. That meal was... Oh, listen. Paimon's figured it out. Let's think about this for a second, Gaming. You invited us to this awesome restaurant and ordered a whole table full of expensive dim sum just for the three of us. Well, you must be hiding. That would explain why you try to keep your friends and family...
Are you confusing me with Xingqiu?
Huh? You know Xingqiu?
Well, when you're on the road as much as I am, you hear all sorts of rumors. Sometimes they're true. More often than not, that means knocking on some doors to find out for yourself.
Oh, you truly are a man of many...
Okay, enough with the teasing. Sorry to burst your bubble, Paimon.
What? Oh, Paimon...
My dad is just an ordinary tea merchant. Small-scale stuff, you know? It wouldn't even make sense to mention his business in the same breath. My dad... He always wanted me to inherit the family business. To be a merchant like him. But that's just not who I am.
Have you ever talked to him about it? You know, about your interests and aspirations and stuff.
Of course I have. I told him I wanted to be a wushu dancer. That I wanted all of Tevat to see what I could do. According to my dad, though, that wasn't a real job.
Oh, that's terrible.
I'm sure he thought I would come around eventually, but wushu dancing is always... One day, he tried to get me to visit some other tea merchants to start building the right relationships, but I refused to go. We got into a huge fight. We were this close to throwing hands. In the end, I was so angry that I ran away from home. I haven't been back since. Don't get on my case just yet, okay? It's not like I think I'm completely without fault. No, I know that it wasn't the right way, but my dad's stubborn. No matter how hard I tried to convince him, it just went in one ear and out the other. There was no changing his mind. I knew talking would only get me so far, but if I made it big in Liyue Harbor, the results could speak for themselves.
Gaming.
But I'm sure you both already know how that's going. Wushu dancing's just not that big in Liyue Harbor. In the past, I would go door to door from store to store, asking if they would be interested in hiring a performer. Most times, I wound up eating nothing but humble pie. And you can't just rely on dreams to put food on the table, right? So, I found a job as a guard to make some money. And now I have enough to get by and then some. Still...
Paimon understands.
Okay, enough of all that serious talk.
Actually, we told Xianyun that we would go to her kite-making workshop.
Oh?
Are you interested in kite making, Gab?
Oh, no. It's just that I happen to know Auntie Xianyun.
That title certainly humanizes her.
Oh, I know that she's an adeptus. I met her during a delivery once. But hasn't she been in the city lately? She's even tried, with some limited success, to... She came to see me a few days ago to ask about luminescent dyes. Oh, wait a second. She doesn't plan on putting those on a kite, does she?
Is that not something?
It's one thing to use it on cloth, but applying it to paper is another matter entirely. Why couldn't she tell me what she wanted them for?
Yeah, she does seem to have trouble with that
It would be such a shame if everyone worked so hard on their kites only for them to get ruined in the end. Okay, I'll go with you. If Auntie Xianyun wants to use those dyes on a kite, the formula will need to be...
Great! The more the merrier! Ganyu! Ganyu! Come on, wake up! Some friends have arrived!
Hello, friends.
Oh, I have some mint oil. Perhaps a guest at Wanmin restaurant recommended it to me. I've tried it. It's stimulative. Apologies in advance.
Wait! Shenhe!
See? It worked.
Are you okay, Ganyu? Do you...
I'm fine. I just...
Huh. Was it that effective?
Chilly, huh? Master always... Paimon doesn't think that's what the expression means
Was I asleep? Must have been around the time I usually...
Did you not sleep last night? That does seem to happen to you often. Perhaps you should come work at Wanmin restaurant with me. We get off at 10 on the dot every night without fail.
I couldn't... I'm sorry. I seem to have missed your name. You are...
Me? My name is Gaming. I work as a guard.
Gaming. The name sounds familiar. People tell me you're an extremely enthusiastic worker, and you are...
Well, you know me. Or, I guess you don't.
My name is Ganyu. This is Shenhe, and this is Yao Yao.
It's an honor to finally meet you all. Oh, you must be here for Auntie Xianyun's kite-making workshop, right?
Yes. I have neither made nor flown a kite.
Me too! I want to participate in the kite flying competition with my best friend! Plus, it's more meaningful if you make the kite yourself, right? Your best friend didn't come with you? Well, oh, I also brought bandages and ointment with me today. It's easy to cut yourself when working with bamboo, so I thought I should come prepared.
Wow, you're really thoughtful.
As for myself, I'm afraid I lack some of my companion's enthusiasm. I was originally planning to buy a ready-made kite and just enjoy, but Cloud Retainer is always going out of her way to look after her. So thoughtful of her to arrange this workshop. My motivation for being.
Well, we're all here.
Who is it that speaks of oneself in such an ill...
Oh, come on! You clearly heard Paimon!
Master stopped to buy grilled tigerfish to share with everyone. Come get it while it's still warm.
Oh, Paimon's sorry, Miss Illuminated Bird! Paimon always knew you were the smartest, coolest, and prettiest Adeptus. Someone as wonderful as you is sure to... So delicious. Paimon's life is complete.
It appears that we've ended up with quite a few participants indeed. Go ahead and divide yourselves into small groups. The materials are over here. The regular dyes and luminescent ones have been clearly marked. Use them as you see fit. As for how to make the kite, one assumes you all made sure to listen to the instructions one provided while we were eating. Yes? Are there any questions?
Paimon may have focused a little too hard on the eating and less on the listening. Paimon knew she could count on you, Traveler.
One will wait under this tree and avail oneself of the cool air while one digests. Do not hesitate to seek one's company if you have any trouble, questions, or simply want to chat.
We're not in any hurry to get started. Why don't we go see what the...
Hey, Gaming! Want to team up?
Huh? Wait, I have to participate? I thought...
You're that unenthused by kite?
No, it's not... What do you think, Shiyu? Is there a particular...
I want a Swanee!
That might be a little...
True, but
Okay.
Auntie Cloud Retainer, look! Am I doing it right?
Very good. Your frame is nice and sturdy. This design...
Yep.
One is looking forward to...
What color are you going to make it, Yao Yao?
I haven't decided yet. If I make it blue, it'll be more like my friend.
If you are asking for one's own opinion, when giving a gift, the key consideration is the recipient's feelings.
Oh, hey, I never told you the kite was for Chi-Chi. How did you know?
With age comes wisdom, child.
Oh, cool. Thanks, Auntie Cloud Retainer. I'm gonna start painting it gold right now.
Good. One will watch. You two seem strangely unoccupied. One was under the impression that one was supposed to be doing the relaxing. Is your kite finished?
We actually haven't started yet, but we're going to start, right now.
Shenhe, it would be great if you could refrain from putting things on my horns from now on. They're really quite sensitive.
I see. My apology.
Thank you. No harm done.
Good. Could I touch them just once more, though? No oil or anything this time. I've just always wondered what Miss Ganyu's horns feel like.
Huh? Please, I told you. Just call me Ganyu. Well, all right. Just be gentle.
Firm to the touch with no discernible temperature. Still, Ganyu appears to be shaking like a cat whose whiskers have just been touched. Then I'll apply the oil to your forehead next.
Oh, no need. I'll just refrain from taking afternoon naps outdoors. Anyway, perhaps...
Okay.
Well, they seem to be getting along swimmingly. Let's not disturb them. We should get started on our kite now. Let's go! First, we have to decide on the shape. Hey, what are you laughing at? Oh, that's not... If nothing else, a Paimon... Maybe we're not exercising enough artistic license. Now, what expression should we give her, since the kite is going to be flying super high in the sky? Ooh, like this? Ooh! Now that we've decided... It's done! Now we just have to attach the string, right?
All right, gather around, everyone.
Oh, Shenyun's calling us!
Let one take a look.
Wow! Ganyu and Shenhe made a scissor-tailed swallow! Yep. The coloring makes it look a lot like Master.
If the tail wasn't split in two like that, it might even be a spitting image. If you look closely, there are a few spots where the colors go outside the lines. Did you
I did the I stared at the paper for quite some... Or should I say that I'm too...
Oh. Well, now that you mention it, Paimon can see it too.
Exactly. So I simply closed my eyes and painted from memory.
No way. You can paint with your eyes closed? Wow, the disciples of Adepti really are something.
You are most filial, Shenhe. One is flattered by the likeness.
The Swanee that Gaming and Shuyu made looks very majestic. I'm sure it'll look even more impressive as it soars through the sky.
The eyes and ears glow in the dark, so you're sure to see it at night. Your golden finch is cute too, Yao Yao. It's all thanks to Auntie Cloud Retainer's guidance.
What about your kite, Traveler?
Ta-da! Here it is!
Its self-important countenance bears a striking resemblance to that of its namesake.
It makes her look like she's already won the competition.
Well, that's gonna happen one way or another.
Is that the Jade Chamber?
Oh? Who dares attempt such a flagrant display? Oh, and to do so by making use of this? One simply must know who it is that possesses such impertinence. Continue attaching the strings, everyone. One will be but a moment.
Cloud Retainer? Traveler, Paimon, could I trouble you to go after Cloud Retainer?
Master's going to be okay, right?
I'm more worried about the person who released the kite.
There's wind up ahead! Looks like we can glide over!
I never embark on a journey without a good book to accompany me.
This font.
Now is hardly an opportune time for your musings.
Calm yourself.
One believes it drifted in the... Perhaps it is mere happenstance, but one...
Your concern is misplaced, surely. Cloud Retainer is on the subject of said kite, however...
Still thy tongue.
One presumes.
Huh?
Regard the situation...
One's fault. One seems to recall that releasing the kite would say some...
Further explanation...
We can hardly...
Go retreat.
Absolutely.
That is not...
Oh.
Ah, you're an Adeptus? Please forgive... I truly possess no inkling of who could have released a kite into your esteemed domain.
Verily, verily, we were but delighting in the surrounding scenery. This locale is home to such exquisite... mint! Well, and if that's all...
We finally caught up. Yeah. Mooncarver? Mountain...
You!
Okay, now, Paimon...
It is of no consequence. Long has one seen through their...
Then you are...
How could one feel anger at the sight of two old friends enjoying themselves? One is also well aware of how enticing these city novelties can be.
We were simply consumed by a fit of festive spirit. Seldom do we get the opportunity to partake in the delights of the times. However, we are far from being as adept as you in matters that require a deftness of hand. No worthy kite could be born of our own making. Thus, we could only take the convenient route, so to speak.
Your prowess in mechanics is unparalleled, Cloud Retainer. You wield the wind and waves themselves. Your singular talent stands unmatched across the land. Of this,
One has guests to. Traveler, Paimon, do try to keep up.
We're leaving already?
They're back.
After you left, Yao Yao and Shu Yu tired themselves out playing with their kite. Gao Ming offered to escort them home.
Before he left, he said something that I...
Oh? What did
He said, a kite is always tied down no matter how far it flies or how high... He looked quite dejected as he said...
Now that you mention it...
A reflection of himself. If I...
Shen?
It may be... If Gaming truly sees a kite as a reflection of himself, then I fear...
Well, people often have different points of view depending on their mind.
Just like some people can eat spike...
Exactly. That's why tolerance and understanding are as important as they are.
Tolerance and understanding? What brought about this conversation?
We were just chatting. You don't have to butt in on every little...
One was merely doing a bit of cook. Night fast approaches.
Oh, it's been so...
Worry not. One is prepared. Shenhe?
Whoa, what's with all the secrecy? If you're ready to serve the food, we can help...
Time to act.
I can feel the wind brushing against my legs. This is a bit embarrassing. Is the headpiece secure? I should have asked Cloud Retainer to check before I stepped outside.
How do we look?
She asked them just like that?
You look pretty too, Ganyu! Oh, how should Paimon put it? You both look so elegant and refined! Those
Given that one employed the services of the best tailor... What colors have you been partial to lately, Shenhe and Ganyu?
Lately? Why is...
I like black.
One is gratified to see one's...
The color black doesn't get dirty easily. However...
And you, Ganyu?
I favor blue and black.
And the material is sufficiently comfortable, yes?
Yes, very. I simply cannot thank you enough, Cloud Retainer.
Thank you, Master.
One is content as long as you are... much use.
Seems like your supreme cuisine. This golden crab. It's a good thing Gaming isn't here, or Paimon would have to duel him for the food. You know, with chopsticks.
He traveled all this way on account of the kite-making workshop. And he... Oh, well.
It's rare for someone to make such a good impression on you, Cloud Retainer.
One has high standards. He appears to be a young man of...
It appears that he wishes to break free from...
kite string.
Where do we even begin?
One has only heard that...
He ran away.
Oh?
Ran away, you say?
Oh, okay.
What?
This shall not do. Lantern Rite fast approaches. We must make... As one was contacting various tailors around Liyue, one could not help but be reminded of Minogius. He possessed us at a gathering of it. However, when one asked Minogius... And later... one means it is a time to... Fate is...
That's...
Do you have any idea?
Is there anything I can do to help?
Combining our... Aha! How about... Does that make sense to...
Yep.
Now then...
It's time to carry out the plan! Let's go find Gaming! Hope everything goes well. Hi, apologies, you've certainly... Who won this time? You're the one buying dim sum again?
Hey, when you...
Ah, perfect, you're all here. There...
Alright, have...
it's not just...
Sure.
We're here.
If the client's that
of course, the sooner...
Alright,
You're a bit quiet today, Gaming. Oh, do you want Paimon to tell a story?
we're almost there. I'll take a rain check on that.
Hello, you must be the tea merchant heading to Liyue Harbor. We're here to escort you. Oh, so you're Gaming's father. Just leave this delivery to him. Trust Paimon. Everyone at the...
Seems like you've made some sort of name for yourself, at least.
The goods are all in order?
Yes, they're all...
Then let's get going.
A very important client has asked... Paimon doesn't know how we would explain ourselves if you...
I see. I suppose I will have to trouble you all to escort me, then. Let's go.
We've been walking for so long. Is anyone tired? How about we stop and rest for a bit?
I'm fine.
Gaming, don't you usually have some delicious snacks on you? Come on, bring them out so we can share them.
I'm fine. Thank you.
But the winter melon cake he gave us last time...
This place looks nice and open. Why don't you all rest?
Huh? What about you?
I'm not tired. I'll keep watch.
Oh.
Just let him go.
Okay, we'll just share amongst ourselves then. Did you know, Uncle Ip, that the flavor of these cakes changes depending on...
Halt! Who goes there?
It appears that one's movements were...
Enough of your musings. Focus. Focus on the matter at hand. Present your exquisite ornaments at once.
Indeed. Bring them forth readily and without protest.
Ah! What do we do?
It seems as if these two are acting alone. It won't be difficult to subdue them, but they might have something else waiting in store for Dad. The best way to keep him safe... Leave this to me. I'll handle them. Traveler, Paimon, take...
No, Gaming.
This is what I do.
A thorny foe indeed. Let us depart and seek a target softer in blow.
Don't think I'm gonna let you off so easily.
Away. Let us away.
Gaming!
Don't worry, Paimon's even seen him take down a dozen or so
But Gaming, if he had just stayed by my side and learned the family trade, he wouldn't have to...
We just have to trust him. Let's go on ahead.
all is going to plan.
Okay, we should be good to stop here. Yongli? Oh no, what is he doing here?
Good sir, please, listen to me. Reel in your line and leave this place as quickly as you can. There are bandits in the area.
Bandits? Acting in broad daylight? Oh. Ah, it appears many people are catching a chill as of late.
Nope, no need.
If there are indeed bandits in the... Oh? Such matters are best left to those...
I suppose you're right. If ordinary people like us got involved, we would only cause more trouble.
Since we find ourselves... Gaming. The name sounds somewhat familiar.
Oh, have you seen him perform?
Indeed. I cannot help but admire his skill. Usho dancing has, if you ask me, what truly deserves admiration is I have heard many of my acquaintances praise Gaming for his kind, selfless, and courageous
Seems like Zhongli has decided to skip the formality.
He's a hard worker.
You should be sure to tell him you think that when he gets back.
Your son is young yet. It's normal for someone his age to be a bit hot-headed. It's understandable to find talking about such things in person difficult. If there's a particular sentiment you wish to convey, perhaps we...
No. It wouldn't be right to ask that of you. This thing between us has festered for many years now. In truth, there are some things that simply aren't easy for us to talk through. I've been in the tea business for most of my life, and I always hoped my child would do the same. Otherwise, how would he support himself? Over the past few years, I heard how well he was doing for himself as a guard. How his work was taking him to farther and farther off places. I also heard that he never gave up on wushou dancing. It made me happy. But I was also worried. When you're young, you can handle all that physically taxing work and manual labor. What young person isn't capable of making a living that way? My concern is what happens when you get old. Every time I get to thinking like that, I cannot help but be reinforced in the belief that I was right. That I was right not to give in. I often regret...
It is only natural for a parent to strive to send their child down the right path. No one would begrudge you that sentiment, Uncle.
You seem quite young, Mr. Zhongli. Yet you speak with such wisdom. Perhaps I have misjudged your age.
Your words are too kind. Truth be told, one of my old friends has several grown daughters. Rather than fretting about their future, however, she prefers to let them find their own way.
Then she's more easygoing than I could ever be. I fear I lack such... I meant to say earlier, there is no need to be so polite. Feel free to call me by my name, Iptak.
Sure.
So, do you also think I fret too much, Mr. Zhongli?
That's not exactly what I was hoping to convey. Only a fool would ask a parent not to worry about their child. But think of it this way. As my friend once said, if your children are aiming for the stars, clipping their wings will only cause them to come crashing down. You need to let out the line for a kite to soar.
It seems I was too stuck in my ways.
You need not reproach your heart for caring. You simply need to loosen your hold a little. Indeed, with such a big heart, why not allocate the time you usually spend worrying about Gaming to the pursuit of other things, like going for a stroll, drinking tea, or taking in the scenery? You never know what surprises could be in store. Things can change in the blink of an eye.
The blink of an eye, you say? Do things change so quickly?
Children grow up in quite the same way, do they not? Day after day, year after year, sometimes in the blink of an eye, but always when you least expect it. As a father, I'm sure you know that best.
Yes, you can say that again. 1 second Gaming was a kid, the next thing I knew, he was ready to fly the nest.
Zhongli certainly has a way with words. Oh, Gaming is back! Hey, Gaming!
Dad, Traveler, Paimon. Good, you're all here. Oh, and Mr. Zhongli from the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor? You're here too?
A fated meeting indeed. We were just enjoying some pleasant conversation.
Is everything resolved?
Well,
What does that mean?
Traveler, Paimon, come with me. I'll come right out and say it. Those two bandits, you sent them, didn't you? Can't look me in the eye, huh?
Okay, but...
At first, their mannerisms seemed a bit stilted. But once I got close, it was obvious that they possessed great skills. I was right on their tail, and it should have taken only a few steps to catch up to them, yet somehow, I was never able... People with that level of skill would have gone about things differently from the start. Like sneaking up on us while we were distracted. Unless, of course, their real motive was to lure me away from the group all...
Wow, you're pretty...
I just have a lot of experience. I've dealt with many a ruthless... In the end, I told them they would make good guards if they ever wanted to...
You ever...
I'm guessing you guys were trying to help resolve things between my dad and me? I appreciate it, but this conflict between us has been going on. Even if those two were real bandits, and I was able to subdue them and show them what I was capable of, it wouldn't change anything. You've seen the way he talks to me.
It's not like that at all! Your dad really cares about you. You should see the way he talks about you when you're not around. Zhongli was talking things through with him, and he nearly agreed to let it go. You don't believe us?
He won't let it go. He can say his...
You told us you wanted to prove yourself to your dad.
Will that even do anything?
You won't know unless you try. Listen to us. It's time to put these people skills to good use. You can make friends with anyone, so why not your dad?
I'll do my best.
You are very knowledgeable, Mr. Zhongli. I'm impressed. Despite my being in the tea industry for several decades, it seems I still have much to learn.
You flatter me.
How much tea have you drank since we've been gone?
Well said. Gaming, Mr. Zhongli is very knowledgeable. You
Huh?
I have very much enjoyed our conversation, Ipdak, but I, unfortunately, have some unfinished funeral...
Oh, I hope I didn't keep... My apologies for taking up so much...
It would be an honor.
We'll see you off, Zhongli. You two have a nice chat, all right? Thanks for helping us talk things through with Uncle Ip. Good thing you were able to pick up on what we were putting down.
I have been around the both of you for some time now. You could say I have a certain level of expertise in that regard. As for my role in the conversation, think nothing of it. I hardly did anything noteworthy.
You never change, do you? Why did you have us walk all this way? Paimon thought we just had to go far enough to be out of earshot.
A friend approaches.
Hello.
Xiao! You're here too?
I've been here the whole time? A ghostly kite. Could that elusive Director Hu be coming to Wangshu Inn once again? What is she doing here? I suppose it matters not. Given her relationship with Rex, well, Zhongli. It's you.
Ah, your arrival is most fortuitous. The addition of the power source...
He seems quite a...
I fear it's... In truth, I'm here because Director Hu dispatched me...
I see.
Hmm.
Am I wrong? Or has she once again sent you out to buy... what is it, sesame oil or something?
While we're on the subject, I do wonder why she is so obsessed with using sesame oil in the preparation of mixed vegetable dishes for Lantern Rite. A recommendation from Xiangling, perhaps. What do you think, Xiao?
I've only met Director Hu a few times. I'm hardly the best person to ask.
Ah, and is that not a sign that you should visit Wangsheng Funeral Parlor more often? It wouldn't hurt to grace the parlor with your presence now and again, when you are otherwise unoccupied. This one here is a traditional kite, one without any equipped mechanical device. Director Hu tasked me with studying the differences between the two to determine which one is of greater merit. Many hands make light work. Perhaps you could test out the other kite for me?
All right. I have made my comparisons. If speed is what you're after, the mechanical kite is the better choice.
Wonderful. I shall pass that information along to Director Hu. I'll leave these two kites with you. Perhaps you can find a few friends with which to partake in the activity. You might find it to be an enjoyable use of your time.
Oh, wait. Who enjoys kite flying?
Well, I would imagine someone of your talent and wisdom is more than capable of...
So, you were testing out the kites for Hu Tao and even roped Xiao into...
I would hardly say...
Seems like our pool of competitors is growing. Do you like kite flying?
I suppose I neither like... Although, perhaps they're a bit...
Have you ever thought about... Cloud Retainer taught us how.
There's no need. Menogias was the only Yaksha among us. When Lantern Rite is over, come find me near Pervasi's temple if you have the time.
It's getting late.
How's she been, by the way? Be sure to...
The last time I spoke to her, she mentioned that she would be if you have the time. Perhaps you could also make the trip.
We'll keep that in mind. Take care, Zhongli. See you...
See you next time.
Coming.
You can go.
I don't have anything to say.
Then I'll go. I still don't want to leave Liyue Harbor.
Oh. I can't say I support that decision, but... Hey, let me finish before you get all worked up.
Sit, Shenhe, sit. You must be tired from your journey.
No need. They're gone, Master.
Perfect. The time is nigh. Do you remember the plan when we're...
Yes, Master. So I'll have whatever you are having.
All right.
What are Auntie Xianyun and Shenhe doing here? Just how many people are involved in this scheme?
Perfect. I just so happen to... Or it would be if one has not been forced... Oh, forget it. Such thoughts detract from the present need to keep up the conversation. Has work been busy during the holiday season? Do you need my help with anything?
Drunk guests can sometimes cause trouble, but I deal with them as you taught me, by pinning their heads.
Are Auntie Xianyun and Shanhe serious?
Oh dear. While one was busy orcs. What I meant to ask.
You already know. Recently,
The poor... I guess... maybe Gaming is not doing so bad after all. Perhaps I've been too hard on him.
Let's move on, shall we?
That sounds about right. Take her to do something fun, and perhaps...
like we used to do when we would carry stones up and down the mountain from dawn.
Dad, here, have some tea. Or...
yeah. I simply... Gaming, I'd like to finish what I was... I don't support your decision to stay in Liyue Harbor, because living there is too hard on you. If you come home, there will be people to help you. I'm not saying we have to live under the same roof. I know our personalities are too similar to avoid butting heads. But you'll have your entire family around. Your aunts, uncles, they're all...
Huh. I didn't know dim sum was such an...
Shh. Just think about it. Okay?
Dad really has changed a lot. He would never have said these... But I... Thank you, Dad.
It's been long enough, don't you think? Oh, they're drinking tea in silence. Hey, you two! Paimon's sorry we were gone for so long.
Perfect timing, actually. We seem to...
Yep, let's go.
Gaming has grown a lot taller, hasn't he?
Master, I tried... No, then I help?
Natural. Your purity of spirit.
You must be Mr. Ip! Thank you for coming all this way. My name is Shark.
An interview?
I suppose you could think of it that way.
The Fontaine Market. Then I'll need some time to adequately prepare.
Of course, of course! Please follow me.
Is this person also involved in your plan? And here I thought I had lots of connections. I suppose...
Over here! Yoo-hoo! Over...
Huh? What?
She probably wants to talk about the next phase of the plan. Let's go while you're...
I take it that all is going well?
Don't worry, Xianyun. Everything is going according to plan.
I knew it. I knew that was all an act earlier. She was so determined to help me. She didn't even care about making herself and Shanhe appear foolish in front of my family.
As for the next...
Oh no!
What's wrong, Gaming?
Don't tell me you're the ones footing the bill for all that tea. I can't...
Fret not.
Exactly! Think of it more as, we pulled together the Mora so that Charlotte could place the order. She's gonna bring it back. Fontanians will...
Oh, okay. Business-related
We can talk about such matters at a later date. There are more important matters for you to consider at the moment. Are there not?
Yes. I've been thinking about it the whole way here. I have an idea, but I'd hate to cause even more trouble for all of you.
That is for us.
Yeah, we're all friends here. Plus, we wouldn't be...
Okay.
Got it. Just leave it to us. Let's split up and make it happen. We need to do those things we talked about, but we also still have the kite flying competition. Since Xiao already tested out those kites for us, why don't we also go buy one of those mechanical thingamabobs or whatever they're called? We can...
I've got a bunch of interesting gadgets.
Welcome. Please take us.
Hello again!
Welcome back. Thanks to you.
Oh, you should...
And are you here to buy a kite?
Please.
Oh, we already have a kite. We wanted to buy one of the...
Ah, yes. Here you...
It doesn't feel right for us to just take it.
Well, nor would it feel right for me to take your Mora. Good luck in the...
All right, then. Phew, it's done. Let's get down to business. Looks like we finished everything we needed to do. Let's find a good place and put this thing into the sky. Chi-Chi, we're almost there.
Okay. Come here, allow me.
The Lantern Rite is as festive as ever!
Huh? Oh, what's going on?
Did something happen?
What should we do?
Oh, should we get the Millilith?